kitchen area. When they, this is more modern, obviously, but it was,
right.
I think they had they used to have a lot of classes down here, actually, in the modern era. Here's some interesting old farming tools and stuff. I couldn't even say what that is.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what that was used for. But,
I don't know. I'm looking at a lot of these. I'm like,
that right there would be for what, like the sheep and the horses.
Oh yeah, it's a shear.
oh.
It'll be a shear.
That's to take care of their furs, like brushing them.
Oh wow.
Before you start shaving.
Yeah, that's what these are for.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You got
Medieval
grooms for
medieval brushes.
Because a lot of the horses have different type of fur, and
sure.
they don't look like horses have a thick fur, but it's actually
Oh, they do.
Oh, sure.
an inch to through.
So they used to have to
3 inches
clean them, yeah. Very cool.
I remember last time I groomed horses, I had to use a brush that I thought I was going to clean a grill with.
And it was for the...
It was to get the dirt and mats.
Yeah, because it must be horses because these are horseshoes, yeah.
Original horseshoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
And I think
those are
hard
hard to find.
have one of those.
Yeah, these are bits, work bits, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then some old farming tools.
A lot of the people would hang these up on the doors because of the how special.
Oh yeah, like a yeah.
That's super old too.
Yeah.
Back in those days when they made horseshoes up there, that was made out of all. So this place is going to try to be removed.
Yes, we're talking about moving it, and we're working with them. We found out it's only going to be like $20,000 to move it. We thought it'd be substantially more than that.
Are they going to take this whole part down here?
The basement they would actually fill in.
Oh.
Yeah, the basement they would fill in. They can't move the basement, so they would lift up the entire top part of the building, so the basement would have to be filled in. Yeah. So they can't move the basement.
Well, that's alright, because they can just do it down, when they move it over there, they can just feel like they did here.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Hopefully they'll be able to.
So you're looking at 20 just to move it?
20, yeah, 15 to 20, we were told, yeah. There's a company out of Springfield, I believe, that does this all the time. They said, and they came here and they checked it out. They said, wouldn't be that hard. I can imagine. That's a long way to go, but they say they could do it. The only thing they might have to do is the bell tower, they'd have to probably shear that off and put it separately because it's so tall in case of, wires.
It might knock something or
wires and things, but yeah, we're talking about moving it so it gets a lot more use. It's so unfortunate that no one hardly gets to see it anymore because it's here on campus. So.
Oh, right.
How the younger
So it's, in a way, it's almost like being hidden.
Yeah.
Right.
It's, a lot of people don't even realize it's here. It's hidden by the trees and things. And so, yeah, we want it to be more utilized, definitely.
I understand totally.
Yeah. So.
And like I said, I appreciate you letting us see it and do
pleasure.
some filming.
No, our pleasure, yeah. We'd love to be able to show this off. Yeah. That's great.
Once it gets moved, you'd be able to do that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I just wish there was more like you that would come forward.
Yeah. And the other thing is they have people on site at, the Lincoln Log Cabin, and then so we would have somebody, we would give them all the history and everything, and then so they could describe it, and, the kids could really enjoy it and see what it was like, because way back in schooling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now there is a little school. I don't know if you know the Eastern has a school that they teach preschool education right next to this.
Yeah.
And they used to come over, but they don't anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they don't come and show them. So that was another benefit for a while, but they just don't see the benefit of that anymore, really. But yeah, so that's why another reason we're real happy to want to move it. Plus like I said, the basement is too hard to move, and
Oh yeah, understandable.
And as you can see, it needs some repair work. So.
Right.
So.
But that happens over for old houses and buildings and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I saw this piece of wood over here.
Yeah, I don't know the history, the story behind that, but it's a big cross section of.
That's a big tree.
And we could find out how old it is, but it would take quite a while to count all those rings. But that's a nice little.
That's a good tree stock.
Yeah, nice big piece of oak. I think it's oak.
Dang, something that big. Yeah, definitely had to be over.
That could be a tabletop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll bet.
We're usually making handmade stuff out of either wood or various materials.
Very cool.
we're always busy with stuff. We never
projects. You like old history and things. That's great. That's great.
Yep. I make Irish shillelaghs.
Oh wow! Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool.
I make those. He makes stuff out of gourds.
Very cool.
Plaster stuff. Like there's.
Sure. So you're Irish heritage? Yeah. Yes. I've got a third or quarter Irish in me. I'm 3/4 Italian.
I'm red Irish and black Irish.
Okay, very cool.
And then I found out the terminology to red Irish and black Irish. If you was red Irish in Ireland, you was a descent from Irish and Nordic.
Okay.
And if you was black Irish, you was a descendant of Mediterranean and Irish.
Wow, very cool.
So Mediterranean would either be Middle East,
sure.
Italy,
sure.
Which, if it was Mediterranean descent and Irish, it was more common. It was more likely Roman.
Gotcha. Okay.
Roman or Greek.
Gotcha. Okay.
Middle East really didn't know where Ireland was.
Sure. Yeah, I'm glad you guys decided you wanted to come.
Oh yeah.
Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
other questions you guys have?
Would you be willing to let us do an overnight video here?
Sure, if you want to. We'll coordinate something. Yeah.
Okay.
We could coordinate something. See if there's any activity or.
Yeah. Just to see if we capture any documentation.
Sure. I mean, there's got to be a lot of history in here.
There has to be.
So there has to be something. Yeah, somebody.
And if there's more old places that
we know of,
that you guys know of.
Yeah, we used to run the Dudley House, if you're familiar with that. It's on 7th Street, but when we sold it, we just couldn't keep it up anymore. It was getting too expensive. Yeah, you never heard of the Dudley House? Mm. No, it was Dudley was a doctor in town, but unfortunately it's privately owned now. We sold it, but it was a neat little house, and they talked about potentially paranormal activity.
Wow.
Yeah, there's people who said that they apparently a child died there, and they said there was they could hear a baby sometimes in the upstairs area. Wow. Unfortunately, we don't have it anymore, but that would have been a neat place.
It would be.
Yeah, but we sold it to a private,
gotcha.
Because we had spent nearly $200,000 fixing it up, and it needed another $100,000. Yeah, we just couldn't.
Yeah, I would cut losses on that. That's too much money.
But it was a neat old house. So
that's pretty cool.
Other than that, in Charleston, that was on 7th Street. You can still see it. It's that one was again about the same age, 1895.
So yeah, it would be more closer to the downtown area than it would.
About halfway. About halfway. Yeah. But that was a neat house. Other than that, I don't. Like I said, Pemberton Hall is very famous. Have you gotten a chance to talk to them about getting into Pemberton?
I'm still waiting for him to get back with me.
Who you talking to?
Some guy named Chad.
Chad? I'm not sure who that is. Yeah.
Or I think his name is Chad. He's a director of the housing.
Oh, okay. That's the one you'd want to talk to. Yeah, he hasn't gotten back to you. Huh?
We even tried to burn.
I talked to his secretary, but that was when we were doing the festival.
Okay. Yeah, we have a guy he unfortunately he's retired from Eastern, who's on our board. I don't think he has any more connections, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't have any connections, unfortunately. But yeah, so no. Other than this, yeah, I don't know of any other really old that the historical society's involved with. Of course, the train depot, in Mattoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to look around in Mattoon for a while.
Yeah, the train depot is pretty cool. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go down there, that's got a lot of history to it. So
I'm definitely gonna go there.
Yeah, we have a museum there that's open Saturdays 1 to 4. You should check it out.
Okay.
We've got a military exhibit in there now.
Oh, really?
Really cool
Awesome.
military exhibit. And then one thing that ties to Charleston in the museum, there's the McRoberts, he was a professor here at Eastern.
Okay.
He built a train set, spent 60 years building this train set, right? He actually put an addition on his house just to house this. It's about as big as this room if you cut out. Yeah. And he donated it to the Historical Society. So we have the train set in the Depot Museum, along with our military display. So if you get a chance, Saturdays 1 to 4. It's always
Saturdays
open.
1 to 4. Okay.
And we have a train club that runs it, so it even runs. It still runs and everything. It's a pretty cool setup. It's like I said, it's probably as big as this room.
I'm definitely gonna check.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. So that is a tie to Charleston too. So like I said, it was a labor of love with him. 50 or 60 years he spent building this thing. And like I said, it's funny. His wife said, I want this. I mean, they literally built an addition on their house just for the trains. Can you imagine the passion that he had? So
I wonder how many arm twisting he had to do with.
And he made the trains himself.
I'm sorry?
He made the trains.
No, not the trains themselves, but the track and the layout and it goes underneath and around and everything. It's pretty cool.
But the train thing itself is really old too.
Yes,
Like in the old days that they had.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are wanting to do maybe an overnight? Sure, we could do that. We'll figure out a date. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much doing this full time, trying to make something out of it.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much free.
Okay. All right. We'll figure out a date. Hopefully when it's cool, because I don't know if the air conditioner works or anything, but we'll make sure we get a cool night so you guys aren't too hot. But yeah, we can work out something.
Cool. Awesome. I really appreciate it.
That'd be great.
We're pretty much looking to head that way. So
sure.
We pretty much, I did about a number of videos that I wanted to do around here in Charleston. So I'm probably going to work towards Mattoon.
But there are still some in Charleston that we ain't been able to do any of them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
He's still
waiting. The most famous, like I said, is Pemberton.
Yeah.
There was a woman who was killed there, apparently, right?
From what I was reading, a female student was attending, and she was assaulted brutally by 2 other assailants.
Yeah.
The only thing was they couldn't figure out if the 2 assailants were Eastern students or locals.
Yeah, they never found out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And apparently she's still wandering.
The 3rd floor.
Yeah,
from what I was told.
Yeah, so that would be cool for you guys.
It would be. I'm kind of eager.
Yeah.
Probably the Lincoln Log Cabin area too. They've had wars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Me and him's been talking about going out there and
sure.
looking around.
And then like the 5 Mile House might be something you guys want to look at.
Yeah. My mom was telling me something about there, and
you should check out the 5 Mile House too. They got a lot of history to that area too. So
I would love to go check that out. Last time I went, I tried to see if anybody was there or anything, and didn't get a door. Or
I can email. I got your email, right? Don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can email you who's in charge of it, who you can contact.
Okay, cool.
5 Mile House.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd like to get that
in.
in
Anything
one.
to look at or down here? Are we good?
Oh,
yeah. And like I said, we'll get you in here and overnight. We'll figure it out.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Say bye, everybody.
So, later, everyone. I'm Billy, that's Hubie, and Mr. Ed Dowd.
Yeah.
It's been a real pleasure. I am so glad you let us come and see this.
Bathroom lights.
Oh, bathroom light. I'll go get that.